Hello folks, welcome here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to filter out some of the good order blocks that will give you a very good trade entry. Now, when you're trading the smart money concept, you have to understand some of the institutional reference points such as an order block, a fair value gap, liquidity voids, and different other things. Now, you can find lessons on this particular playlist that you're watching, but in today's video, I'm actually going to show you how to get the best kind of an order block. The order block that has a fair value gap. I've actually shown you everything about a fair value gap. The video is in the playlist that you are watching right here. It's a complete course. Now, let's look at an order block that has the highest probability of giving you the best kind of trade. This is my screen. Now, I'm just trying to show you how this will help you in your trading experience. Let me shift this. Now, looking at this, you can find an order block right here. You can see this is an order block. In this case, a bearish order block. That is the last bullish candle that was completely threaded through by this red candle. Now, looking at this, you can see that it left a fair value gap. What exactly is a fair value gap? This particular level, you can see the low of this green candle, that is the bullish candle, and then the high of this red candle. There is a gap in between this level. That gap is known as your fair value gap. It is actually an imbalance that is usually found on price delivery. Whenever price is delivering liquidity from one side to another, these kind of gaps happen. You can see this level, the high of this green candle and the low of this other candle is not connected. And then in between them, there is a fair value gap. Usually what happens is that price will always come back and fill this level. And that is where we will put our effort to look at, because we have an order block which is usually where price will come back to before moving to the other direction. Now, it's not every kind of order block that gives you a high trade probability, but this type of order block that has a fair value gap attached to it gives you the highest trade probability. Let's go to our chart and find some of them on a live chart, and then you're going to see it. If we come to this particular chart, this is actually a chart I wanted to show you. It is volatility index. Now, right here, you can see price was delivering liquidity. We had a shift in market structure from here. You can see we have a shift in market structure at that level. And then the next movement we have was this place. We had a movement and then another shift in market structure. We have taken out this level. You can see. Now, usually the way we trade an order block is to patiently wait for this retracement to come to this particular order block. This order block that you're seeing at this point, let me just mark it out for you. This order block is usually where we have our entry. Once we see price enter this level, is either we go down to the lower time frame and have a good entry. If we mark our order block, the way you mark your order block is that you mark the entire order block, that is from the tail and the body, and then check it to this level. And then anytime price comes back to test this order block, it is your ideal trade entry at this level. This is your ideal trade entry at this point, is where you can enter this trade for the sell, because you can see a change of character. That is a complete shift from market structure. We have a movement down here and a retracement back to this order block. That is the last green candle that price traded into. This is this green candle that price traded into is your order block. And once price comes back to this order block is where you have your entry. But look at what happened right here. We have a fair value gap, just like I showed you at that point. This is a fair value gap. This is it. You mark the low of that particular green candle to this level, and then the high of this red candle. Look at it, the high. In an ideal price delivery, this is your fair value gap. You can see it right here. Let me make it more clearer for you to see. You can see this gap in between is your fair value gap. The low of this green candle and then the high of this red candle is your fair value gap. If you should mark it, you're going to see it like this. You will have a marking of this area just in between this. Now you see an order block and a fair value gap. The confluence of these two is the most valid order block that you can find a trade entry on. Now, if you're trading this kind of order block, you have almost 90% of this trade going in your direction. Let me change the color for you to see properly. This kind of trade will go in your direction without giving you any challenge. So this blue shaded area is where your fair value gap is. You can see this over and over and over on a chart. You can find them on any kind of asset class, whether you're trading crypto or you are trading whatever asset you're trading. Look at this in this area. This is also a fair value gap. This bearish order block, that is the last bullish candle that price traded. You can see price is coming back to that level, and then look at it at this level. The high of this red candle is where you find your fair value gap. If you should mark this level, look at it, this area. If you should put your blue shaded area, let me make it something more clearer that you can see. If you mark out this level, you're actually going to see where your perfect entry should be. Look at it, price came back and tested. Even at this level, price came back and filled up this fair value gap. This gap in between is either price move halfway or to completely fill it. That is where you can find a perfect type of entry. This is one entry. You have another entry at this level, price move. You can find this over and over and over and over happening without any challenge. Look at another fair value gap at this level. Look at this level. You can find a fair value gap at this level. Okay, you can see this. Then you can see another one here. Price actually came back and filled it with an order block at this point. This is your order block. Look at it. This is your order block at this point. And then price came back and filled it and then pushed down a bit. Let's check more and more of this. I want you to go to your chart and see this kind of price entry, and then do your assignment and learn how to use this kind of order blocks and take your trades, whether you're trading crypto, whether you're trading stocks, whatever asset class you're trading. You're going to see this happening over and over and over and over again. So this is how to trade this kind of order blocks. That order block that has a fair value gap is the most valid order block for you to trade with. Let's find the last type of example you can find, and then you can go and do your assignment and check them to see if you can see them on your chart, and you can take trades with those kind of confirmation. If you see an order block that has a fair value gap, just start rejoicing, because that type of order block has a high probability chances of giving you the kind of trade you're looking for. All these places you can see them happening. You see an order block, this last green candle, and then the low of this green candle, okay, to this level, and then you can find this is it. Let me put it again, the low of this green candle, and then you can see another one here. This is your fair value gap at this point. So the entire level is your fair value gap, and then price traded to the order block and started moving in the down direction. This type of trade signals have the highest probability of giving you the kind of trade you're looking for. So you can see them over and over and over on any kind of chart. Guys, go and try it, and then let me know if you find value in this. If you want me to explain anything, just let me know in the comments. I will take time and explain it to you.